There comes a moment in every person's life when the world teaches you a dangerous idea. Feel everything. Absorb everything. Let every word and every wound enter your heart. And that's where your first downfall began. Every betrayal you swallowed, every insult that cut you, every disappointment that broke you. All of it grew from a single habit. You opened the doors of your inner world to wide. You let the world walk into your emotions. You allowed people to place their hands on your heart as if it belonged to them. Machiavelli never made that mistake. He watched people the way a surgeon studies a disease, not with emotion, but with understanding, not with attachment, but with clarity. He knew a truth the sensitive never learned. If you want peace, you must first end your addiction to unnecessary hurt. You must become the kind of person who neither praise nor hatred can shake, whose center does not move, not for love, not for rejection, not for approval, and not for shame. When you become unseen in the emotional realm, no one can touch you. When you stop feeling in the way people expect you to, no one can pull your strings. And when your heart is no longer in anyone else's hands, your mind becomes your only master. This is not about becoming cold. It is about becoming free. And in this video, you will learn how to escape emotional slavery and rise into your unshakable form, the kind of person even Machiavelli would watch with caution. Before we go further, write in the comments, "I am free," because deep down, you want exactly that, to reach a state where no betrayal, no loss, no humiliation can break you, where you stand unmoved. But to reach that level, you must destroy the lie that has kept you weak since childhood, the belief that you matter to people simply because you are good. Most people assume, if I am honest, loyal, sincere, they will treat me the same. But Machiavelli said it plainly. People don't move because of love. They move because of benefit. You matter only as long as you serve a purpose in their lives. And when that purpose ends, so does their loyalty. This is not cruelty, it is reality. And the day you accept this, you begin breaking out of your emotional prison. People suffer because they imagine others feel their pain. They take every betrayal personally, every disrespect as an attack on their soul. But most of the time, it's not about you at all. It's about their needs, their insecurity, their gain. If someone belittles you, they are only trying to raise themselves. If someone ignores you, they want you to chase. If someone lies to you, the truth simply doesn't serve them. And when you react, when you get angry, hurt, confused, you hand them the remote control to your emotions. This is how manipulation works. If you want to be emotionally untouchable, stop giving people the path to your weakness. Stop taking things personally. Stop expecting fairness. Stop believing morality guides everyone. Instead, observe, analyze, ask yourself, what does this person gain from me? What role do I play in their world? Your power begins the moment you switch from feeling to understanding, but to become truly unaffected. You must also stop exposing yourself. Stop explaining your reasons. People don't care about the why. They care about what benefits them. Stop begging for sympathy. People tolerate your pain only as long as they can extract something from it. Stop placing your fears and guilt on the table. Those are knives others can twist against you. Guard your inner world like a fortress. Speak less. Reveal less. Let people discover nothing they can use. The fewer openings they find, the less damage they can cause. The world doesn't reward emotional depth. It rewards emotional control. Most people are slaves to their own feelings, excited when noticed, broken when ignored, inflated by praise, shattered by criticism. You must build a worth no hand can reach, a place inside you untouched by applause or insult. When praise cannot lift you and criticism cannot shrink you, you become rare. You become dangerous. From this stillness grows your strongest weapon, indifference, not carelessness, but control. The ability to choose what deserves your energy and what does not. The ability to walk away from anything that weakens you without fear, without explanation to say, you cannot touch me anymore. Not now, not ever. Machiavelli said, fear brings respect. But there is a level beyond fear being untouchable, owing no one your peace, expecting nothing from anyone. That is the path to becoming unconquerable. But to reach it, you must face the second root of emotional weakness, your own feelings. Most people imagine they're logical, yet a single insult destroys them. A small rejection shakes their entire identity, not because they are weak, but because they don't command their emotions. Their emotions command them. Machiavelli understood this. A powerful person can never be ruled by emotion. Emotion is a crack in the armor. Emotion is an open gate. Emotion is how enemies enter. If someone can trigger your anger, they control your reaction. If someone can push you into sadness, they control your inner world. If someone can plant guilt inside you, they control your decisions. As long as others can provoke a response, you are not free. Freedom begins with emotional discipline. Not killing your feelings, using them, wielding them like tools instead of shackles. Charm when it benefits you, silence when it protects you. Anger when it intimidates. But never let emotions spill uncontrolled. Never expose what truly wounds you, because the moment people know it, they will turn it into a weapon. This world is not gentle with those who bleed openly. It rewards those who stay composed, mysterious, self-contained. Those who erupt at every discomfort will always be controlled by those who feel nothing. So learn to endure pain without reacting. Hear disrespect without defending yourself. Carry your struggles without seeking a shoulder. Most people run to others when they suffer. They dump their confusion on anyone who will listen, calling it honesty. But it is dependency, and dependency is weakness. If you want power, carry your wounds yourself. Solve your chaos in silence. Rebuild your mind alone. Open vulnerability wins pity, not respect. The more you reveal, the easier it becomes for people to hurt you. Machiavelli would tell you, among wolves, be the fox. Smile when expected. Laugh when useful. But keep your true heart hidden behind a mask. You owe no one your deepest truth, and most wouldn't care even if you gave it. Stop looking for emotional shelter in others. Become your own. Understand your emotions, accept them, and then lock them away until they serve you. Self-control is a weapon. The less you react, the more intimidating you become. The quieter you stay, the more powerful your presence grows. Unpredictability is strength. When the world can foresee your reaction, they can prepare their strategy. But if you remain unreadable, calm where anger is expected, smiling where sorrow is expected, you win the psychological battle. After this comes the key: training. Emotional distance isn't natural. It is built through habits. Identify what shakes you. Who breaks your rhythm? What words pierce you? What situations shrink you? Then destroy all those triggers. Break your patterns. When someone insults you, stay silent. When someone tries to belittle you, their words die in the air. When someone leaves, do not chase. Learn the power of doing nothing. Let your silence become your message. Silence is not weakness. Silence is dominance. The less you speak, the more others speculate. The less you show, the more they fear. Machiavelli believed a wise man should appear gentle on the outside, but capable of becoming the opposite when necessary. Show only what is useful. Hide what is real. Control is everything. Until you govern yourself, you cannot govern your world to avoid the world's wounds. You must learn to read the environment you live in, not the smiles, not the polite words, but the intentions behind them. Most people walk blind, trusting faces, mistaking manners for loyalty, flattery for respect, emotional expressions for truth. Machiavelli knew better. People aren't shaped by circumstances. They are shaped by their ambitions, their fears, their hunger. People calculate even while they smile. People admire you while envying you. People praise you while plotting their advantage. Even the kindest are guided by their incentives. The weak make one. Mistake, they assume. He would never do that to me. But the moment someone gains influence over you, emotionally, socially, financially, they don't change. They simply reveal their real face. Trust is dangerous, not because betrayal is rare, but because betrayal is common. If you are shocked when someone switches on you, it means you never understood them. A Machiavellian mind never sees betrayal as unexpected. He anticipates it, prepares for it, and even uses it. Stop listening to people's words. Study their patterns. Don't ask, what is he saying? Ask, what is he hiding? Don't wonder, does she like me? Ask, what does she want from me? Every smile carries a motive. Every compliment hides a reason. When you start thinking like this, disappointment fades. Unexpected shocks disappear, and naivety dies. This isn't paranoia. It is clarity. Become the person who watches silently, who notices what others miss. People reveal themselves in small moments, and how they speak about others, how they treat those without status, How poorly they hide jealousy when you rise. Read the emotion beneath the words. Notice who reaches for your weakness and why. If someone says, "I care about you," ask yourself, what does this care give them? If someone promises, "I'll never leave," ask, what happens when staying stops benefiting them? The world will call you cold for thinking like this. Let them. People criticize what they cannot manipulate. A clear mind cannot be controlled, and that terrifies those who rely on illusions. Being Machiavellian does not mean rejecting relationships. It means managing them, choosing who earns your time, your presence, and who earns nothing. Trust is not free. It is earned slowly and lost instantly. Show less than you know. Speak less than you think. Let people underestimate you. It's to your advantage. Never reveal your full plan. Never expose your whole mind. Become hard to read, hard to predict, hard to touch. That is how you survive in a world full of liars, opportunists, and timid souls hiding behind politeness. When you cannot be read, you cannot be controlled. In Machiavelli's world, the prince who trusts easily falls first. The one who watches from the shadows outlasts them all. If you want peace, stop trusting appearances. If you want strength, learn to read intentions. If you want to be untouchable, detect deception before it arrives. The man who sees the move before it happens never falls. But the final and deadliest weakness you must erase is emotional dependence. Most people don't realize how deeply their identity rests on others. Their worth depends on how people treat them, how much affection they receive, how much attention they're given, and when that supply ends, their entire structure collapses. They panic, they beg, they chase. This isn't love. It's addiction, Machiavelli warned. The man who depends on others for validation will always be their servant. He will trade his principles for approval, his strength for affection, his judgment for belonging. You must cut that chain. Become someone who relies on no one emotionally. Not for love, not for attention, not for identity. Be the same person whether surrounded by 100 supporters or standing utterly alone. Because in this world, people will leave. They will change. They will forget. And when they do, your strength must remain untouched. Strength that comes from inside, from a place no one can reach. This requires brutal honesty with yourself. Ask, who am I when no one praises me? Who am I when no one sees me? Most people run from this question. They hide beneath noise, relationships, compliments, attention to cover the emptiness within. But Machiavelli would tell you the opposite. Return inward. Make your mind your kingdom, your thoughts your fortress, your boundaries your path. When you stop begging for meaning from others, you become free. No one can take what you never placed in their hands. This doesn't mean isolate yourself. It means your identity is not for sale. You won't define yourself by someone's approval. You won't collapse from rejection, and you won't fear solitude. Most fear silence because it exposes their fragility. They crave noise to mute their emptiness, but silence is your test. If you can sit alone with your thoughts without breaking, you are becoming dangerous, solid, complete. This is true Machiavellian power. Owing nothing, living without emotional leverage against you. Build habits, build discipline, build a life where people are bonuses, not necessities. Stop asking others for happiness. Don't place the weight of your soul on anyone's shoulders. If someone gives love, receive it, but don't depend on it. If someone praises you, hear it, but don't chase it. The moment you need, you lose. Neediness is detectable, and people exploit it. When you no longer crave validation, or affection, or presence, you become untouchable. That's when people begin chasing you, because the man who needs nothing is the most powerful in every room. Show the world what it wants to see, but never reveal what you truly need, and if possible, need nothing. Break the lies that make you dependent. Destroy the habits that make you weak. Walk alone, not because you reject people, but because you no longer collapse without them. Your identity forged in solitude. Your peace built on your own terms. That is invincibility. People will come and go, love and hate, betray and forget. But none of it will move you, because you never belonged to their hands in the first place. Now you understand what you truly seek, not survival, but unbreakability. Movement beyond the world's noise. A spirit untouched by betrayal, unmoved by praise, and unreadable to those who wish to control you. What you are building is not power, it is sovereignty. You are no longer the person begging to be seen, fearful of rejection. Shaken by chaos, you are something else, a quiet force, a presence that cannot be bent or broken. This did not come from ego or aggression, but from mastery. Mastery over your thoughts, your reactions, your desires. In a world where most are prisoners of emotion, the one who rules himself rules everyone. He wrote, for the one who intends to win. And in a world like this, you cannot follow the rules meant for sheep. You must see the world as it is, strategic, calculated, unforgiving. Do not scream. Do not beg. Do not justify. The strongest person in the room is the one who remains silent. Because he has nothing left to prove, he already knows. He already sees. He already decided, let others run after attention, after status. After emotion, you remain still. Watch. Think. Speak only when necessary and when you do. Let your words be final. A king does not react. A king chooses. A king commands. You become that king when nothing in this world can shake you. Understand this. Being untouchable doesn't mean you feel nothing. It means you decide which feelings are worthy and which deserve silence. It means strangers don't influence your mood. Your choices aren't shaped by fear or guilt or desire. Your peace isn't a gift from the world. It is a throne you built yourself. Some will try to pull you back into old weakness. They'll say, you've changed, that you're distant, cold, self-focused. Let them talk. Let them fall away. Let them choke on expectations you never agreed to fulfill. You owe no one your vulnerability. You owe no one your peace. Your life is not their comfort zone. It is a battlefield, and you are now prepared. Every insult endured in silence. Every betrayal understood before it occurred. Every loss accepted without begging. All of this has shaped you into something new. You are untouchable because you trained yourself to be. Through discipline, through rejection of emotional slavery, through ruthless honesty with yourself, you eliminated your weaknesses before anyone else could weaponize them. This is real freedom. Machiavelli wrote that fear brings respect, but his deeper message was this: stay in control, stay prepared, stay undefeatable, because love fades, loyalty breaks. But control that lasts, and now it belongs to you. You are not the person who once crumbled under chaos. You are the one who walks through chaos untouched, calm, steady, certain. The storm no longer moves you, because now you are the storm. Write in the comments, I am the storm.